League is addicting. All of us has tried to quit it at least once in our lifetime. But somehow, we keep coming back. But why? Why is it so hard to just uninstall the game and do something else? Like touching grass or something? Even if you uninstall, you'll find yourself queuing up again at 3 AM. Well, it is not because League of Legends is the best game in history and you can't find anything to do with your life instead, but the reason is psychology. There are a lot of reasons that makes it harder for you to quit. Starting off, matchmaking. League of Legends matchmaking looks like it was specifically made to make you addicted to the game. Why, you might ask? Well, because the moment you lose couple games and ready to quit, the game rewards you with couple wins. Introducing losers and winners queue. The conspiracy theory that lots of League grinders believe in. You lose some, you win some. You win some, you lose some. If your win rate is below 50%, you start to win. If it's above 50%, you start to lose. Simple, right? But no, it makes you keep playing even after you lose 10 games in a row. Because you know after those 10 games, a win streak is waiting for you. That's why you're addicted. Hope is addicting. If you only win, you get bored. If you only lose, you will quit. But in a cycle like this, you'll keep getting excited after a win, or stay curious for another win streak. This strategy is best known from the Souls game. If you haven't heard of those, there are games where you face very challenging bosses that keeps killing you again and again. How do people still play it, you might ask? Well, it is because you learn after each death. You learn a technique, a move, or how to dodge one of the boss attacks. You keep trying and trying until you finally beat the boss. And even after all those losses, that one win feels so good. One single win makes up all for those losses. You feel accomplished. You feel success. The same way it feels good when you finally reach a higher rank. Imagine if you weren't stuck in that elo for 200 plus games. Would it feel as good? This strategy also boosts ego. That could be another reason why League players have such big egos. You win 10 games in a row and you be like, see, I'm not that bad in the game. I have potential to climb higher. Did you see how impactful I was this game? And after that, you start having the 10 lose game streak. Then you're like, well, I was winning before. I was good. It's just my team holding me back. Because logically speaking, if you win 10 games in a row in an elo, that's mean you're good. So how did you just lost 10 games? It can't be your fault, right? You just won 10. Well, maybe, but it is also the matchmaking algorithm. It was designed to push you toward 50% win rate. Now you might ask, but how do good players keep climbing if the matchmaking makes you lose after some wins? Well, good players have the same win and lose streaks, just in a higher elo. You have 10 wins and 10 losses in gold, they do it in diamond, or someone else does it in master. But at the end of the day, everyone goes through the same addicting cycle. Another reason is the illusion of progress. Every human loves progress, it's just human nature. And Riot Game took advantage of that. The game consistently rewards you with LP, ranks, mystery point, eternals, bluesons, chests, keys, skins, champion shards, icons, words, mythic shards, and so on. It makes you think you did something, that something moved forward, that something progressed. Even after you lose, you'll be like, well, at least I got that chest, at least I got that token. Oh, now I know how to play that matchup. Or the climbing temptation. I'm one win away from that rank. I'm one away from my peak. It convinces you that you're improving. It promises you progress, even if you're not progressing at all. They even added a whole minigame inside the client, where you build your kingdom of Demacia. And guess what? You see progress in that game too. It is basically the League of Legends version of Clash of Clans. And what is even better? You progress in it by playing League or TFT. I wonder why is that? Could it be to keep feeding you the illusion of progress? Nah, no way, right? The final reason could be League of Legends doesn't really have a replacement. You can't just play something else. You don't have many options when it comes to MOBA games. There are other games, but none of them as popular as League. Unlike shooter games, where you have countless options. If you get bored of one, fine, just go play something else. Play another shooter game that gives you the similar feeling. But that's not the case for League of Legends. Even if you switch genre and play a completely different new game, it doesn't give you the same feeling. Sooner or later, you miss that unique gameplay that shooters, for example, just don't give you. In the end, the community might get angry for me for saying this, but it could also be because that League of Legends is just simply a good game. All the things that we have talked about matters, but the game itself is just fun, enjoyable, and has infinite skill depth. Maybe that's another reason that the game isn't dying. It understands your psychology. It doesn't ask you to play forever. It asks you for just one more game. However, if you really want to quit League because it's affecting your life, you can still do it. Despite all these challenges, it is still possible. Just install the game and never play it again, no matter how tempting it is. But if you enjoy climbing and getting better, there is nothing wrong with playing some ranks. Or, if you want to play casually, play some flex game with your friends, try new things, test new builds. League of Legends can be fun. It's all about your mentality and how you play the game. So, will you keep playing League? Let me know. If you enjoyed this video, you can subscribe and see more content like this, or watch my other contents on the channel. Thank you so much for watching.